In February 2019, me and Naina started our journey for conducting the first ever eye camp in Arunachal Pradesh. The destination was Khonsa, a small town in Tirap district of Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh has almost 28 districts and as many as 14 different dialects. So when people communicate with each other from different communities or different districts, the common language that they have is Hindi. Most of the youngsters can speak Hindi, and those who are senior citizens and cannot speak Hindi, they are accompanied by their sons and daughters who act as interpreters. So it was very helpful for us, and it was very easy for us to communicate with the patients. Arunachal Pradesh is bordered by China to the north, Myanmar to the east, and Bhutan to the left. Almost 10 to 12 years, patients in many of these villages had not even seen a doctor. The reason for that could be poverty, but that's not the only reason. One of the main reasons why they have not seen a doctor is the inaccessibility. These places are situated in valleys and mountain tops of the Himalayan range. Many a times there are landslides, making it impossible to go from one place to the other. At that time, the BRO, the Brave People of Border Road Organization, come for help, and within hours they restore the roads. So, crossing all these difficulties, we reached Khonsa at about 7 o'clock in the evening. It was pitch dark because sun sets in Arunachal Pradesh around 4:30 or 5 p.m. We did not go to these camps with mere torches in our hands, which is the normal practice when you go to see a large number of patients in eye camps. Because we had decided that we would like to give the same quality of service to the patients as we give them in my clinic in Pune or in the NHS hospitals in England, where I have been working intermittently for the last 4 decades. But to give that kind of service, we need machines. So me and Naina decided, and we bought portable versions of almost every single machine which exists in my eye clinic in Pune. These machines are expensive, but once we decided to give the best service, we decided to buy them. But we had a determination in our mind that we will not take money from the government, from individuals, or even from NGOs. All these expenses will be borne by me and Naina. So we started our journey for this mission, and we did have a lot of obstacles on the way. The first obstacle was at the check-in counter. We were carrying so many equipments with us, so obviously we had a lot of weight in our bags. So I reached the check-in counter, and the girl at the check-in counter, after weighing our bags, said, "Sir, you are excess baggage and you will have to pay money for this." I said, "Okay. Please tell me, how much money do I owe you?" She said 14,000 rupees. That was a lot of money, but I took out the money. I kept 14,000 rupees on the desk. But I said, "Madam, I would like to tell you why I am going to Kolkata and Dibrugarh. I am not going for a holiday. I am going to Arunachal Pradesh, to remote villages where doctors have not gone for almost a decade, and I am going to give free eye care service to all the villagers in that area. For that I have to carry a lot of equipment, and that is why I am excess baggage." After hearing this, she was just looking at me, probably with a doubt in her mind. But whenever we travel, I have a letter from Vivekananda Kendra which describes which place I am going to work, what are the dates on which I am going to work. So that invitation letter was with me. Not only that, these villages which are along the border of the neighboring countries are very sensitive areas. So one can't just go there. You have to have what is called as an internal permit. So I had the internal permit as well. I put both those letters in front of her. When she saw that, she said, you are going to do such noble work and I am charging money. She said, I'm extremely sorry. Here's the money back. She handed over those 14,000 rupees to me. This was the first experience. And believe me, for the last 5-6 years, at every to and fro journey, I pass by 2 airports. So 4 airports per journey, almost 20 airports. Different airlines, different times. But without exception, at none of the airports, at none of the check-in counters, have ever been charged a single penny for excess baggage. So the bags went in, they were checked in spite of the extra luggage which I had, the extra weight which I had. The next obstacle is the security channel. You know that even if you carry your mobile phone, your mobile chargers, you can't put them inside the check-in bag. You have to carry that with your handbag and what is called as a cabin bag. And we had all these delicate instruments in our bags. So we went to the check-in counter and then proceeded to security check. Our bags went through the security check. The officer saw that on the TV screen and he came out and he said, what is all this? What have you got in these bags? Please open them. I said, of course, I'll open them for you. So I opened the bag and narrated the same story to him. I said, these are equipments. I'll open up each one by one and I'll tell you which instrument is used for what particular purpose. As I started opening those coverings of those delicate instruments, he had a glance at them and he said, no doctor, stop. I can make out that these are very delicate and very expensive machines. Please don't open them. Please don't disturb them. You can just put it back and you can go ahead. Same experience at the security channel all through our journeys all these years. So passing all that, we took our journey. First step, Pune to Kolkata. Kolkata again through the security channel and then Kolkata to Dibrugarh. We reached Dibrugarh airport, quite an isolated airport. It's a very small town, not a busy airport at all. When we reached there, Dr. Debashish Adhikari, a young dynamic doctor working for Vivekananda Kendra, was standing there to welcome us. From 2019 till date, at every single visit, without fail, Dr. Debashish is always standing there to welcome us. I have great admiration for Dr. Debashish. He's a young person in late 30s. Usually at this stage, everybody does private practice, everybody wants to earn money. But Debashish has devoted his life to Vivekananda Kendra to provide health care to these small remote places in Arunachal Pradesh. Not just eye camps. He helps to conduct general surgery camps, ENT camps, gastroenterology camps, and he just works for that. I'm really in awe of Dr. Debashish Adhikari. So we met him and we started our journey from Dibrugarh to Tinsukia. It's quite nearby, about half an hour journey. At Tinsukia, we took 2 jeeps, what are called as 4x4 jeeps. And in one of the jeeps, it was me, Naina, Debashish, the driver, and one of the volunteers of Vivekananda Kendra. And in the other jeep, we had the machinery, eye drops and glasses. You know, when we go to these remote villages, there is no sense in examining the patients and giving a prescription in their hands. Where will they get the medicines from? There are no shops over there. So we have to carry almost 500 plus eye drops. We have to give those drops, dispense them to the patients. The same thing is with the glasses. There are no optical shops in these places. So we carry almost 500 plus glasses. After examining the patients, if the patient has a simple number like reading glasses, we give it to them immediately and we don't charge them for it at all. Sometimes the number can be complicated, but we want to give them the exact numbered glasses. There are a few opticians in Tinsukia who have volunteered that they will help us in this. So I prepare the cards with the prescription, the cards with the glasses, and we take these cards to Tinsukia where these glasses are prepared. It takes about 8 or 10 days to make those glasses. The villagers are told that after 10 days on this particular day they must come back to the campsite, and on that day, with all these glasses with them, the volunteers of Vivekananda Kendra, they go back to that village and hand over these glasses to these villagers at a very nominal cost. That's how it works. So we reached Khonsa, the site of the first camp, at about 7 in the evening. We were just taking out our equipments when we got a call that the local DC, the district commissioner, Mr. Thungon, has invited us to his bungalow. We said, okay, since such a senior officer has called us, we must honor it. So we immediately went to his bungalow and we met Mr. Thungon, a genuinely big-hearted person, an extremely efficient person. He welcomed us, he offered us dinner on that day, and he said, Dr. Dixit, I am very sorry, but you have come all this way to my village and you are going to serve the villagers over here, but I have to go to Delhi tomorrow morning. I feel very sad about it, but it's my training program and I just can't avoid it. So I'll be going to Delhi tomorrow morning, but don't worry. He just called his Khansama, the cook, and he told him, look here, whatever Dr. Dixit and Madam wants, prepare that food for them. And he said, Dr. Dixit, my car is here, my driver is here, that's at your disposal. Wherever you want to go, my car is yours for the next 5 days. The next morning, Mr. Thungon, he went to Delhi, but every evening he used to give a call and he used to ask us, was there any problem, Dr. Dixit? Was the electric supply there? Was there any interruption in the electric supply? Such a senior bureaucratic officer, we always have reservations as to what all they do. But here is an example of this senior officer taking every care to see to it that our camp was held successfully. So we finished our dinner with Mr. Thungon. He took us outside. He was very fond of gardening, so he was very proud to show us his beautiful garden around his bungalow. We went back and we had a look at the place where we were supposed to stay. But he had organized a very nice circuit house for us, and we had all the comforts to stay there in the circuit house. And next morning, our camp started. We started work at 8 o'clock, and almost without a break, we used to work till 7 o'clock in the evening seeing patients. So we finished our camp at Khonsa, the 3-day camp. Everything went on very smoothly, absolutely immaculate arrangements. There was no glitch at all. We were so satisfied and encouraged that even before leaving Khonsa, we decided the place for the next I camp. I didn't know what was in store for me at the next I camp, but I realized it later. You know, as they say, life is not always a bed of roses.